This episode of Ike Sermons is brought to you by the Smoke of the Week. Just weed.
With the current flavored vaping ban coming into effect, it's no longer safe to try and disguise that THC pen as a vape. Just weed smells like bullshit, allowing it to not be mistaken for fruity vape flavors. And it tastes like, not menthol, officer. Stupid vaping behavior has earned these devices the title of douche flutes. How many potheads are going to allow that much smoke to escape? Put down the gun, officer. It's just weed. Maybe you should go to Flint. Put a ban on poisoned water. So it looks like Michigan is banning all flavored vape except for regular tobacco. This includes, but is not limited to, menthol. Because menthol is a flavor. Cigarette butt is not. According to Michigan's Governor Gretchen Whitmer,
companies selling vaping products are using candy flavors to hook children on nicotine and misleading claims to promote the belief that these products are safe.
Donald Trump, aka the Great Pumpkin in Chief, has been quoted as saying,
"People are dying from vaping, so we're looking at it very closely."
Now, I'm normally not a conspiracy theorist, and I will continue to try not to be one. I'm reading and hearing a lot of different things about this situation, a lot of speculation.
Big tobacco lost some of its corn. Them vape boys, and they want them back.
I guess it could be, but banning menthol seems like that would hit a little bit close to home for big tobacco. I don't know.
Yo, Gretchen in bed with the black market mob. I'm telling you, son.
I don't know about that either. That sounds even less feasible. I mean, if they're trying to avoid a health crisis by banning these vapes, and then the black market steps in with all kinds of vapes made out of whatever the fuck they make them out of, they're really going to have a health crisis. If I were to gamble, however, like I got money to gamble, I'm overthinking, they're going to get rid of these vape flavors. That's going to happen. And they've got the menthol in there as a buffer. You know, like when you're haggling over the price of something that's negotiable and you really only want to spend $25. So you come in with an offer of $15, knowing you're going to get walked up a little bit, as long as you don't get walked over that 25. And the goal that they may be trying to reach is, okay, we're getting rid of the flavors. We'll leave you the menthol. We'll leave menthol alone. But you're now tobacco. I need my tobacco tax. That's just talk too, though. And that's just me talking. I'm going to be honest with you here. So I hope you honestly listen to what I'm saying, whether you reject it or not. I honestly don't give a fuck. I vape myself. And I probably do it too much. Breathing in anything besides, clean air, oxygen or whatever, isn't good for you. Too much oxygen can kill you. It's about the dose. And I dose way too much. but it does keep me from smoking actual cigarettes. Now, I honestly don't know which is worse. Real cigarettes, electronic cigarettes. I hear conflicting things all the time. In my opinion, the best option is to do neither. I am, however, addicted to nicotine. And since we're being honest, we should probably all admit that nicotine is the magnet for all these things, for the vapes, for the cigarettes. Granted, there are people who just have that hand-to-mouth addiction, but if that's truly all that you have, the hand-to-mouth addiction, you can buy candy, you can chew your nails, just don't swallow them. They'll grow back and you can chew them again. Nicotine is extremely addictive. The majority of studies that I've read find that nicotine is the third most addictive substance for humans, right after cocaine and just above methadone. And like the cocaine, which is in the number 2 slot, nicotine, once the market is stimulated, practically sells itself. And that's why it's making so much money. And I guess I'll get a little conspiracy theorist after all here. The cocaine practically sold itself, but crack made so much money because people could get more of the high for less money, and they're going to gobble that up. When you get more for less, especially if it's something that you need or at the least feel that you need, cigarettes, pipe tobacco, cigars, tobacco supply the nicotine. Vapes, particularly the ones where you buy the juice separate and fill your device yourself, that juice is relatively cheap, so you can get more of it for your dollar. So it's like the vapes are tobacco's crack. And because you can vape in a lot more places than you can actually burn tobacco, even in places that don't allow vapes, you can go in the bathroom, hit it a few times, come out, nobody will ever know. It's almost like you just went in the bathroom to do a little crack. Hold on a second. Crack break. Now, the banning of the flavors doesn't much affect me because I do the nasty regular tobacco flavor. And that's because I started vaping to get away from real cigarettes. Now, like I said, I don't know if it's any less harmful. Actually, maybe it is, maybe it ain't. But I don't have to carry a lighter. I don't need an ashtray. I'm not flicking butts all over the place. I'm not worried about burning my house down. My house and my car, they don't smell like the inside of a car wash vacuum. It's true that kids enjoy flavors. It's also true that adults enjoy flavors. And some people that vape so that they don't smoke cigarettes also enjoy flavors. Now I actually am getting a little miffed. Why the fuck did they ban these flavors before they came out with pussy? I would have bought them out. No matter which side of this issue you're on, or if you're indifferent to it, I don't believe that banning is a feasible solution. Regulation? Yep. And to you people that are so against regulating things, make sure you only eat at restaurants where the employees are not regulated to wash their hands before returning to work. Enjoy your meal. I'm not an anti-gun person, nor am I a gun nutter. And though it's obvious to me, anyway, that something should be done about guns, I'm not for banning them whatsoever. Regulating them better? Fucking A. Regulating things doesn't make them go away, but it lessens them. It minimizes them. And that's what you really want. Guns aren't going anywhere because so many people have them. And if they were to try and ban them, there'd be a big stink, a huge stink. People would cry and they'd end up keeping their guns. Maybe if enough people cry about their vapes, that'll stick around too. This will be my last comparison of vapes to firearms. You know, you don't want better regulations on these firearms so that all these shootings happen less, because you're not going to get rid of them. You don't want that regulated. You know, the bullets that you put in somebody else's body. Yet, you'll go straight for the ban on something that people put in their own body. If it's really about health, what about the booze and the cigarettes? What about the water and Flint? You look at all this packaging and advertising for vapes and all the crazy flavors, and it looks cool, and they have attractive, or what would be to most people attractive, and let me add, young people in these advertisements using the products. You know, it'll be some young chick, big ass titties, got her lips all pursed like she's getting ready to perform fellatio, but she's blowing vapor. You know, like the beer commercials do. The commercials for practically anything they're trying to sell. If they plan on getting rid of all of the vapes, like they're doing in San Francisco, lighter sales are going to skyrocket. I think my bottom line is that they should not ban it. Looks like they're going to. And the black market mob is just sitting there like. And I do believe that some of the people, at least, that are for this ban are concerned about people's health. They're just misinformed, not on the dangers of vaping, but on how to deal with the situation.
It was great. And say what again? You come with me. You're welcome. You're welcome.